A very good day everyone. I cordially welcome you to my channel. I am Dr. Katie. It's September now and yet we are living with a fear of pandemic. Approximately around 30 million cases are going to be reported with the end of this week around the world. And in India, we are having 5.21 million cases, which are approximately 52 lakh cases in India. Apart from that, how many people died of corona? Around the world, around 941,000 cases, and in India 83,000 people died of corona. But do you know how many people died because of corona? You must be thinking, what is the difference between dying of corona and dying because of corona? I'll tell you. Actually, corona has not been a physical illness anymore. It has now capturing people's mental health. You must be thinking, what am I talking about? I have come across certain news articles which were so devastating that people are taking such drastic steps in their life because of fear of corona. One of such news was just after a couple of weeks of lockdown, one police officer committed suicide. In his suicide note, he wrote that I think I have corona and I don't want to transmit it to my family. To protect my family, I am taking this step. After his death, his report turned out negative. If you are thinking that you want to protect your family, then suicide is not the option. There are precautionary measures that you can take care, and that's how you can protect your family. You can self-isolate yourself or get admitted in the hospital. That is how you can be treated and you can protect your family. Another case I came across was a young man was having toothache from a very long time. He thought this could be the symptom of corona and he did not want to get hospitalized. Hence, he kept ignoring it. Eventually, his toothache got increased. And at a time when he couldn't tolerate, he started banging his head. Because of this, he damaged his brain and he died. Again, his corona report was negative. All the symptoms are not corona. You have to understand that if you are suffering from any health issue, you have to visit a doctor. Don't assume that you have COVID-19 because in this situation you are going to harm yourself even more than corona can harm. And recently, just 2 days ago, I read this news that a young man who had fever, who thought that he might have corona and he might die because of that, and he committed suicide. Because of the fear of corona, he committed suicide and his test again came out negative. So all I want to say is that currently it is monsoon going on in India. It is a time of epidemic. Every year hospitals are full in this time period. There are many illnesses around there apart from corona like malaria, dengue, chikungunya, waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid, simple food poisoning like diarrhea and vomiting, seasonal flu, viral infection are there. These all can have symptoms like corona. In these all diseases, you are going to have fever, but the course of illness is completely different, and if you ignore, you are damaging yourself even more. And if you are afraid of getting home quarantine, then I want to tell you that this quarantine and self-isolation words have come across recently because of this pandemic. But actually you and I, majority of us might have gone through this quarantine we had in our life. And I know that you might be thinking about it, that when did I go into quarantine? And let me remind you. I mean, when you were a child, you might have got chickenpox. For about 7 to 10 days, you were not supposed to go to the school. Your clothes were kept separately. You were supposed to eat separately. You were not supposed to play with your friends. Only those people in your family were getting in contact with you who had chickenpox in the past. So at that time, being a little child, if we had that much of patience to deal with the disease, as an adult, where that maturity and patience has gone? In India, it is only 1.5% of mortality rate. So there are higher chances that you will survive this disease. Unfortunately, if you have got infected with coronavirus, then there are higher chances that you will survive. You know which patients are in the risk of life-threatening condition? If they are from geriatric age group, which means who are above 65 years of age, or who are very young, whose immunity has not developed yet, which means children below the age of 3 or 5. Third, people who are having comorbidities, which means you are already having some illness in your body. There are people who are suffering from long-term kidney disease, who are having cancer, or who is suffering from any long-term infection. These are the people who are at higher risk of having any life-threatening situation. So in case if you are a young person and you are completely healthy today, that does not mean that you are going to suffer that much as any other people. There are plenty of people who are home quarantined because of that. So please, it's my humble request that please stop getting paranoid. This is an illness which has captured the entire earth, but don't let it capture you. And actually, in current situation, the cases I have talked about, even this illness has not taken you over, but your fear of getting that illness has taken your life. So please, being a doctor, I want to say that let this illness be a physical illness. Don't let it consume your mind. There are symptoms like dry coughing and high fever. And my another request to everyone is that if you are suffering from any sort of discomfort, any sort of health related issue, please consult a doctor. It could be anything, a headache, a stomachache, fever, or just a dizziness. Or maybe you are feeling fatigue, you are feeling tired. Just go to the doctor and take their advice. After all, they have spent a lot of time to understand illnesses and they are the right people to help you. Don't assume, don't be paranoid, and definitely you don't need to get afraid of this disease. I know around the world there is a lot of dilemma going on that how we can fight this illness, or what is the cure for this illness, or is the vaccine correct or not. Please don't put your life in a risk with just a confusion you had in your mind. So at the end, I just want to say that please visit your doctors if you are having any health issues, and be cautious and careful, but don't be crazy. Thank you. If you like this video, then please press the subscribe button, and I want you to please share this video as much as you can, so that we can save someone's life even if they do not have corona. So please do share this video, that might help someone who is suffering not from corona but from the fear of corona. So this is all for today. I will see you next time. Bye.